What we do is we have them warm with their arms. Okay, they start in lock position, which is right there where Susan is, both arms up, because we want them to engage both arms. Okay, she's not facing straight ahead. Okay, we don't want this. Okay, you see a lot of hitters go out when they do this. This is really when they start to hurt their back. They start to hurt their shoulder because that's all they're using in these. Okay, we want them to start facing sideways. Now her right hip gets to come through, and she uses that, and she gets to use the momentum of her arm. It's simple, just like a baseball throw. So they do that 4 times each. Now they bounce under the net. Okay, everything right now is body line. So when they finish, they're finishing right in the middle of their body or right to their right hip. Two-hand toss and dips. Now Susan's going to toss with 2 hands to get her into lock, and then she's going to hit. And now, when Susan gets it again, toss again over the net, except for no cross shot. Cross shot. So now it's just like the toss. Just toss over the net. Yep. So now when they toss here, their arms are just going to come down to their left hip. They're still facing the exact same way that they're throwing. So they'll go through that same progression. Now do the away shot. Toss down. Same one as the away shot. Okay? With this one, you want to make sure you do exactly what Maddie just did. She throws body line, and then she finishes away. Okay? We don't want these girls turning and trying to hit like this because they lose all their power. That's just like standing here and throwing without using your hip. You want to come in, snap, and then you want to finish body line. Away shot right there. Do it with hitting both of you. Susan, you do the away shot. Maddie, you do the cross shot. She's going to turn and finish. Susan does a complete 180. Maddie's going to stay right in place. Get right back to her left hip. Everything we do in our arm warm-up every single day is to get us to do stuff game-like. This is just some extra time for you to work on your arm swing so you don't have to waste time during practice. Everything is just absolutely what you need to do right away, okay? Come over here. So when we're at tournaments and you see this going on, like that does nothing for our volleyball. That does nothing to help us in volleyball. Okay? This one, we're never going to hit a ball two-handed like that, so we don't need to do that. The last one, the one that boils my pot more than anything is this. Reverse jump. Other than that, my shoulders hurt every time I do that, so there's no point. So we want to make sure that we're doing everything in a game-like. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to toss. I'm going to throw. I'm going to work on keeping my elbow nice and high. Okay, when I hit, I'm going to make sure everything is in body. I'm hitting in front of the ball. Even if I toss over here, I'm still going to get my feet to the ball side. So I'm going to get my feet to the ball, and I'm going to make sure I hit strong when I hit right here. I'm not going to toss that ball in front of me and then reach and not move my feet. Okay? If you guys get boxes, box work is the exact same thing as we do here. What we like to do is, if she's on a box right here, we're going to start her in a position, and then I'm going to toss to her and she's going to hit. Okay? Every time she's going to hit to either zone 1 or zone 5, nothing to 6. So she's going to start right there, I'll toss it to her and she'll swing. The next one we're going to do is she's going to start in loaded posture. I'm going to slap like this, she's going to rock, and then she's going to go up. As soon as I slap, I toss, so that way she gets that timing and gets up and swings. It's going to be like that. Now she swings. Okay? What we can do is have her hit 5 balls to 1, 5 balls to 5, then switch. Okay? The next progression you can do is Maddie can be right here off the box. Slap, toss, and as backside toss, right before she swings, Maddie either calls out zone 1 or zone 5. So that person has to hear it, and then she has to swing. The third progression we can do, if you guys get shovels too, is we can put shovels up. Taking away zone 1, taking away zone 5. You can get your girls in the box on the other side of the net, putting up hands so that they can see the hands. It's just something to get these guys to get a little bit more visual and start to see that. Not only that, but when you put shovels up or when you have people calling, it makes it easier for this person to think. If the shovel goes up and I can't see that shovel, probably underneath the ball too much. If I can see that shovel and the ball, now it's going to be easy for me to go away from it. So I have to work on that as well. One thing we do on the box is we always make sure that they're facing us. Feet and hip. This left hip is facing the net. Obviously right hip for lefties. Okay, and when they step, they stay in lock position, they step here, they open up their hips, and then they swing. So this right hip is super crucial for them coming through the ball. And they're always finishing down to either their right hip, their midline here, and then if they're working on their cross shot, they can do that. Otherwise, they could go to their away shot. But what we don't want to see is we don't want to see them swinging all the way through, way back here, because that tears up your rotator cuff. So it's just, as soon as I hit the ball, I just let my arm basically dangle, because once that ball's gone, there's nothing else I can do to make it go faster. So, one thing we teach these girls is, and why we have them in lock position is, it's not how hard you hit the ball that makes it go fast, it's how fast you get from here to on top of the ball that makes that ball go fast. Okay? So it's that action from here to up here that gets them to swing really hard, and that's when you see those girls really thump the ball. It's not how hard I make contact, it's when you see that those girls want to hit out here a lot. And those girls want to hit as straight down as they can, but they swing down here versus swinging up here. All the girls that hit the 10-foot line swing from up here. Okay? You'll see a lot of times where these girls will be reaching and swinging, but their shoulders right here. Okay, we want their elbow high and their shoulder high, so that shoulder is almost right by Susan's ear. Okay, that gives them an extra couple inches. It's the same thing I show girls all the time. If I put my hand right here, I'm a little bit over the net. The minute I put my shoulder to my ear, I get that extra couple inches, and that's what I need to get over the top of the ball right there. Then you do that same progression with the coach's toss or off of a setter is you have them come in, you have the person behind them either calling line or cross or 1 or 5. When you put shovels up, if Maddie was tossing to Susan, right away I'll take away 5. Right away I'll take away zone 1. We'll do that next time Susan comes up. I'm going to start with the shovel down here, and then right before she's about to hit, when that ball's in the air, I'm either going to take away zone 1 or zone 5. That gets her to have to think a little bit faster. The third one is I'm going to sit here and I'm going to wait, and then, or I'm going to have the shovel above the net. And as soon as Susan's about to hit, I'm going to try and take away where I think she's going to hit. So now I'm thinking of trying to defend her, she's thinking of trying to hit away from me. If I do happen to take away where she's going to hit, she sees that, she's either got to tool me or hit around me. So we just got to get those girls thinking.